Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be doing a foundation routine, my foundation routine. I'll be showing you guys how I do my foundation. I have really oily skin, so I'll be showing you guys the steps I use to make sure my foundation stays put all day, and how I control the oil throughout the day, and how I do my foundation generally. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share and all that, and let's get into the video. So for your foundation to stay on the whole day and for your foundation to look seamless, the first thing you need to think about is prepping your skin. By prepping your skin, I mean you need to like cleanse your skin, like cleanse your face with a good cleanser, and after you need to tone and moisturize. If you have really dry skin, you need to get a good moisturizer for your like you need to get a moisturizer depending on the skin type you have. There are three different skin types. There's mainly dry, normal and oily, then there are those who are in between all those, so you need to be careful with that. So the first thing I do is priming, and I use my Black Up primer. It's a mattifying primer, and I just take that and I concentrate it on my T-zone. Let me just apply that real quick, and then I spread the excess all over the rest of my face. So right after priming, if I'm going to be having a really long day out in the sun or something like that, I'll put powder before I put my foundation. This just helps the foundation stay on longer. So the powder I usually use is the MAC Studio Fix powder. This is what it looks like. This is the box, the MAC Studio Fix powder, and this powder is a very nice powder, and it's a powder foundation, so it also increases coverage. So but since today I'm not going out, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go straight into my foundation. So for foundation, I usually use two foundations I usually mix two. I mix the Black Opal foundation stick in the shade Truly Topaz. The reason I mix this is because, as you can see, this is very yellow and my skin tone is very orange, so I mix it with this, the Milani one. You can see it's almost over. It's in the shade Chestnut. I mix it with in the shade Chestnut. So I use a pan for this. Let me just get my pan real quick. So I got my pan and I put the foundation there. As you can see, this foundation is not very runny, but it's a liquid foundation. So I pick the Truly Topaz stick and I put it all over my face. As you can see, it's very yellow for me, but you know, sometimes you just want that yellow undertone. But for an everyday foundation, that is not what I go for. So after I've spread that all over my face and a bit on my neck, right after I've done that, I'll just pick this, the one in the pan, and I pick a flat top foundation brush and I just tap that all over my face. So this is just like one pump of the foundation. I only add more once I feel like I need more of the orange undertone on my face. So after I've picked all of that from the pan, I just blend that into my skin with the flat top foundation brush. You should always make sure you blend your foundation in towards your ear and towards your neck, so that your whole face looks uniform with the rest of your body, because most of the time some other parts of your face and other parts of your body may not match your face color. You'd also blend it into the hairline like this. You can see when I'm blending, I'm just doing soft circular motions because I'm blending in the cream foundation with the liquid one. And once I'm done, you just tap that just to ensure there are no harsh lines or streaking on your face. So after I've done that, I just look at my face and see if I need more coverage in a particular area. I'll add the Black Opal foundation, which I can't seem to, okay, it is. I just add the Black Opal foundation like around here where I have some slight scarring. Same to here. You guys can see my natural contour line, a bit on my chin, and that's enough of the foundation. So once I'm done blending in the foundation and I feel satisfied with the coverage and what it looks like, I go on to highlighting and contouring. For highlighting, I usually use my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NC45. This is what it looks like. I think there's too much light, you can't even see it quite properly, but this is what it looks like. And just pick a concealer brush and I use that to place it all over my under eye. Putting on my highlighter in all the places I like to highlight. The next thing is blending the concealer out. So I usually blend it out with this brush and I just tap it. You just tap it lightly and it will just blend itself out. So blending out with this brush can sometimes be a bit hard depending on the kind of concealer you're using, so you need to be patient with it. After I've blended it out with that brush, I go back in with the same brush I used for my foundation just to blend that out even further. So once I feel that it's well blended out, I move on to setting. For setting, I just use my usual banana powder to set, and I just make sure there is no creasing under my eyes to ensure there is absolutely no creasing. So I just wet that with my DIY setting spray, which is over. Make this DIY setting spray. If you'd like that, just tell me in the comment section and I will get right to that video as I make my next round. And immediately I am sure there is absolutely no creasing. I just go right ahead and set that. On a daily basis, I don't usually bake, so I just make sure I've tapped off the excess of the powder. I just put in what is absolutely required to set. I don't bake because baking is so glam, not an everyday thing. And make sure you set the powder, the concealer heavily, especially if you have oily skin, so that it doesn't run throughout the day or crease throughout the day or get oily throughout the day. You need to use a lot more powder compared to someone with dry skin so that your foundation doesn't move throughout the day. After I've set my concealer, I just pick the MAC Studio Fix powder. It's, you see, I've even hit the pan already, meaning I need to get a new one. I use mine in the shade NC50 and I just use that to set my whole face. So I just use that to set the rest of my face in the places I didn't. I just set the rest of my face with that, and a bit on the places I set with the benign powder so that it doesn't appear too highlighted, so that the whole face can be, you know, subtle. The reason I really love using this powder is because of how much it adds coverage to everything you're putting on your skin. So once I feel I've set the face enough, don't be shy to use the powder. Set as much as you feel you need to set, because you have oily skin. Oily skin can get really oily throughout the day, so just set as much as you need to set and make sure it's well blended out. I move on to contouring, and I usually contour with the same powder, just a darker shade. I use it in the shade NW58. As you can see, it's still the MAC Studio Fix powder, and I use it in the shade NW58. And I just pick this kind of brush. As you can see, I've been using it to contour, and I just use that and I just place that right under my cheekbones. Guys, that is it for my foundation routine. I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera and I will be back. So guys, this is the final look. I did, as you guys had seen my eyeshadow already, I did a warm eyeshadow with a berry like glossy lip, as you can see. Anyway, so for my foundation, this is my foundation routine. As you guys have seen, I set my face with this, it's the City Color Oil Control Matte Setting Spray. I'll put its details down below. I got this from Ken's Cosmetics. It's 650 bob for like 75 mls, so that's a lot. So if you're a dry skin person and you want to get the same feel, like use the same procedure I've used but get dewy glowy makeup, you can set your face with MAC Fix Plus. I just dropped it. So MAC Fix Plus does give out a glowy dewy sort of finish. If you're oily, you need to know that you will not stay dry all day, like you won't stay matte all day, so you need to find a way to keep the oil at bay. So my advice is you need blotting papers. These are the oil control blotting papers. I'll just show you guys what they look like. If I can get one. This is what it looks like. Oh, these are two. This is what it looks like. You just touch it. Let me touch it to my hand. I'm sure my hand does have some oil. Okay, my hand is oilless. Let me touch it here. I'm sure I've already started getting oily. Yeah, I knew it. As you can see, that is what it looks like. It will help you control oil, so you can just blot powder or translucent powder to touch up and you'll be fine through the day. So yeah, that's it for this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up because I'm sure I've really tried to help you guys, especially the oily skin guys. And yeah, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment and all that. Give me some video suggestions if you may. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye.